didn't know CJ came out with this video, man. Horrible anime dads. We know, man, and anime dads are questionable, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, I think there's context and nuance when it comes to being an anime father. I'm just fucking with you, man. Some of these people are the worst fucking humans possible. So I guess CJ is going to be chilling in this video talking about them, all the terrible anime daddies. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Of course, the original video will be at the top of the description. Hit the link down there. Show love. Hit the like button. Like this original video first. I mean, well, like this video first. Then go over there. People out there do they get into it.
And I'm on to the next, and I ain't looking back when I leave.
Dads, they're either great and support their kids,
Yeah,
and they're mostly there to protect and guide their child down the right path.
That fake daddy. Yeah, Lloyd. That fake papa.
To make sure they can have the best life they can possibly have. Or they're an absolute deadbeat bum-ass nigga who hates their
Very valid person to start off with. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
kids and should have never had the right
Like
to
watching his
reproduce.
son
And when
bang
it comes
his
to anime,
girlfriend.
I don't know what it is, but 99% of these niggas can't raise a kid for shit. It's like they're allergic to being a good dad. So today I got a little different video for y'all.
That was
Today
different.
we're taking a deep dive and taking a look at some of the worst fathers in anime history.
Okay, yeah.
With an honorable mention. Because if I'm talking about bad dads
Honorable
in just
mentions.
animation, period, this
Oh,
motherfucker
animation?
is gonna
Oh.
make the cut
Oh yeah. Okay. Nah, valid. 1,000,000% valid.
every single time. So we're gonna start from the top. And the lower we
Honestly, it's a goddamn blessing Zuko turned out the way he did.
go, the worse they will get. It's like we're simulating hell for how
Thank
much
you,
hell these
Iroh,
fathers put
the
their kids
goat.
through. So without further ado, first up on the chopping block,
Ging.
good old
You know, like, hold on, chat. Like, sure, but in comparison to a lot of these other niggas that's gonna be on the list, you know what I'm saying? Like on some real shit, he did what like a lot of fathers in like real life can do. But then you got the super fucked up niggas, the fucking super villains for real, doing the most egregious shit to their kids. Yeah, he just went to go get milk and like never came back, and then heard that Buddy was still chasing him to get that milk and shit, and then just kept on running.
Ging. Now we're starting off with Ging because everybody else.
He's
on
like,
this
yeah,
list
he's
is
like, hold
10
on,
times
bro,
worse
you're gonna
than
keep going to
But
find
it
me.
doesn't change the fact that this man Ging is the king of the deadbeats. Like when it comes to
Ah,
deadbeat
yes,
dads in
yeah,
anime,
yeah.
Ging is easily the first nigga everybody thinks about. And I mean, the evidence is there. I mean, we all know the running joke. This man dropped his son off at his cousin's house and named him Gone, because that nigga was gone 30 seconds later. This
I literally never heard that joke. I've never heard of that joke.
man is a stereotypical dad that went to go get milk and never came back.
Yeah,
Bro
Ging
really
low-key
dropped
black.
off a whole baby and the child support bill on Mito because he knew he wasn't trying to pay that shit. And I ain't gonna lie, if Ging was my dad, I really hate this nigga because if he passed this ziggity zag ass hairline down to me,
Ziggity zag
boy, I'd be sick.
zag
This man
hairline.
deserves the absolute worst for making his son inherit this shit. But besides all this, this man didn't come to see his son or contact him for 12 whole years. The only stuff he left for Gone was a cassette tape, a rusty ring, and a memory card for a PlayStation off of Craigslist for a game that he created.
Hold on, the
that
greatest
you
game of
could
all time.
die in.
Hold on, bruh. Greatest game of all time, though, low key. No, you know what I'm saying?
I kid you not,
Revolutionary.
the nigga dead ass left a message on a cassette tape that said, "Hey, Sport. So,
Hey,
you
Sport.
wanna find me? Well, I don't wanna see you, little nigga. Matter of fact, don't even chase me, little nigga. I'm gonna be so real with you. But if you do
Chase
become
me.
a hunter, then beat this game that I made called Greed Island. It's basically Sword Art Online. So that means, don't die in that bitch. Oh, Jesus. I think somebody just died. But, you'll be fine.
You'll be
Anyway,
fine,
so,
brother.
you beat that, then I'll maybe finally talk to you. Well, good luck, sport. But I'm gonna be so real with y'all. The shit that really pissed me off about Ging in the moment that showed everyone that this nigga ain't shit was when Gon
Was
was in the
Lario?
hospital.
Yeah, that Lario moment, man. You know what I'm saying? Pulled up and rocked his bitch ass. Nigga! In front of everybody, shit.
Now,
The
Gon
audio.
was fighting for his life after his fight with Pito. He was on life support and he was about to die. And Ging did not bother to visit him once when he was literally across the street. Not even a 5-minute walk. The lazy bastard didn't even want to go to the hospital to see his son that could have died.
Oh, I forgot that nigga was looking like that. Oh, shit.
Like I'm telling y'all, when Leorio called this man out in front of everybody, it was pure satisfaction. Bro got on.
Shit was straight cinema, boy. He walked up there in front of everybody, said you a deadbeat bitch. Well, to be fair, everybody low-key hated this. Hikey hated that nigga anyway. Everybody hated this nigga Ging for real. Like, nobody fucked with him for real.
On the mic and was like, I got a question for
but now
Mr.
they
Ging.
super don't fuck with that nigga.
Why haven't you gone to visit your son, you bum ass nigga? You deadbeat,
What did he
musty, dressed
say?
in rags, bitch. You out here answering questions for people you don't even know. Meanwhile, your own flesh and blood is about to die. So answer the question, hoe ass nigga. Why have you not gone to see your son? And after Leorio called him out, Ging replied with,
Fuck that nigga.
man, he got enough friends. He'll be fine.
He said, man, fuck that nigga.
Did he even say he wanted me to come in the first place? And the fact that this man Ging said that, does he even want me to come, while Gon can't even say that shit because he's in a coma, pissed Leorio off to the point where he said, fuck it.
Hiya!
Out of his seat with a sure you did. And when this happened, I kid you not, everyone in the room cheered because they all knew that this nigga was a bum. Everyone was happy when Ging got laid out. And then the icing on the cake of Ging just being a deadbeat is when Gon woke up and was so happy to see his father. This man was crying and was so happy to see his dad. And look at this man's face.
Nigga said, oh, hell no. I got a bitch for a kid. Why you crying? But no.
Is this the face of a man that wants to see his son? Hell nah! He thinking in his head, damn, do I have to actually be in this little nigga's life now? Man, I gotta pay child support now? Oh my God. And when Gon left and said, can we talk again? This man Ging was like, I don't know. And everybody in the room booed him, calling him a deadbeat and a bum ass nigga like they should. And this man Ging was ready to swing on everybody like, bro.
He said, fuck that shit. I'm true to my shit, man. Fuck this little kid. Fuck this nigga.
But yeah, Ging is easily the king of the deadbeats.
Yeah,
but like I
deadbeats,
said
though.
earlier,
There's
there are dads
worse
10
things
times
than
worse
being
than
a
Ging.
deadbeat,
And
of
next
course.
up is a dad that abuse.
Oh, shit. All right, bro. We're turning up the heat a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Let's instill trauma into all our children and our wife doing unspeakable horrors. Yeah, let's
this whole
crack
family?
it.
Oh boy, Endeavor. Endeavor is a great hero, but my God, he was a terrible father.
And
now,
husband.
I will say this. Endeavor, without a doubt, is the most improved father on this list.
Ah,
He's
yes.
actually trying to do
He's a pretty goated character
better.
there, for
But
real.
the way he was moving before his whole redemption was awful. This nigga was a piece of shit that mentally abused and broke his entire family apart. And this was all because he was a hating ass nigga. You see, Endeavor was obsessed with trying to be better than All Might. So when he finally came to the realization that All Might was just better than him and it was just a skill issue, he decided, if I can't be better than him, then I'll make somebody better than him. So this man went out and bought a wife so he could make a hybrid baby with her that would have his flame quirk and her ice quirk. He wanted to make a little half-breed
Little fusion
avatar.
dance.
And the first child they had was Toya, aka Dabi. Now, Dabi inherited a strong version of Endeavor's quirk, but his body couldn't handle the heat because his body was physically built to resist the cold because of his mother, not heat. So Endeavor considered Toya a failure.
Fuck!
So he continued to have more kids. He had
Yeah.
Uyumi and Natsuo.
That
And
clip.
guess what? They didn't live up to the hype that Endeavor wanted. So then he tried one last time, and he
Yo, stop, man. Oh my God, man. Stop. Yeah.
finally had a baby that had both quirks, and that was Shoto. And when Endeavor finally had Shoto, he was so obsessed with them, he just gave up on all of his other kids and told them not to be heroes. I mean, this nigga straight up told Toya in the nicest way possible. Listen here, son. Not gonna lie, gang, you ain't got what it takes. You can't be a hero. Bro. You can't be better than All Might.
Oh my God.
Just give up. And this was the start of this family just breaking apart. Because after Endeavor told Toya this, he straight up tried to swing on baby Todoroki. So after Toya tried to swing on his baby brother, Endeavor straight up told his wife, keep Shoto away from the other kids and don't let Toya out of your sight. So this is when he just started to neglect his other kids. And the only kid he cared about was Shoto because he was his perfect creation. So he put Todoroki through some hellish training. Like he was beating this little nigga's ass. And when his mother came in to try to stop him, he just hip slapped her.
Beat her too, man.
Right in front of his kid. And this wasn't even the last time he hit his wife. Because one day Toya came back to his dad and told him, oh my God, Pops, I've been training right.
Oh my God, Pops.
I think I understand it now. You should come watch me, Dad, please.
Look at him, bro. Straight tweaker face.
And when Endeavor heard
I really do need to rewatch that anime, man. I really do, man.
Toya was training again, he went to his wife and slapped the shit out of her.
Oh
right
my God,
in front of his kids and started yelling at her and cussing her out. And this was the start of Todoroki's mom's mental health just declining because every time she looked at her kids, she saw Endeavor. And this led to Todoroki's mom throwing boiling water on Todoroki's face, giving him the Zuko scar because she straight up snapped and tweaked out because she couldn't even see her kids the same. Her mind was broken. So he straight up threw her in a mental insane asylum. And then since he completely neglected Toya, Toya went up in the woods thinking his dad was coming. And when he realized he wasn't, his emotions took over and his flames became out of control. And it ended up starting a goddamn California forest fire. Man's burnt down the whole forest and Endeavor thought his son was dead. Just for all for one, to find his son who was burnt to a crisp and make him a whole super max super villain.
Fuck the zombie scream.
Nigga turned him into a D1 tweaker. So yeah, this man Endeavor mentally and physically abused his entire family and pushed them to their breaking points. All because he was a hating ass nigga that wanted to surpass All Might. But you see, Endeavor is not the only father that we're covering.
Sadly, I still smash. Yeah, I don't even think that's possible, bro. I don't even think there's nothing down.
Today. That was a firebender and caused their son to get half their face burnt off. Because now it's time for our honorable mention. Now y'all should have known damn well, if I'm making a video about bad fathers, this man Ozai will make the cut.
Ozai Endeavor, who's the worst? Endeavor, right? 1,000,000%, right? Then he dropped Meet the Todoroki. Ozai? Ozai is literally racist. Better, okay, dad. That's all. Dad. Not like dad. Who the worst papa?
Every single time. Ozai is just flat out one of the worst fathers in fiction. This man is an actual evil narcissistic psychopath. And the way he treated his kids, whoa boy. There was a reason Zuko was a depressed dickhead and Azula was a psychopath. It all goes back to their father. So first, let's start off with Zuko. And we have to dive all the way into
Let me hear it though. Let me, you know what I'm saying? Let me hear what he spit right now, man. You know?
Now,
the what? Comics?
Dinner, right?
Whoa, hold on, I'm
Azula was
interested.
Talking about how she set her firebender's teacher's pants on fire. So Ozai, of course, was glazing Azula because she was clearly his favorite child. And he was straight up enabling Azula's bad behavior. Talking like, your teacher sounds like a fool. I'll have him sent back to the colonies. So Zuko chimed in and said,
See, bro, that's good. That's good parenting right there, bro. That's good pop. He's cheering on his daughter, you know, said, good job.
he's not a dummy. He just thinks that proper firebending has to start. And Ozai cut
Oh, shit.
Zuko off and he is
Look at her face. Yo, oh, no, bro.
and he says something that a father should never say to their child. He told Zuko, how dare you lecture your sister on firebending? You know, little nigga, let me let you in on a little secret. When you were born, we weren't sure if you were a bender at all. You didn't have that spark in your eyes. I planned to cast you from this palace. How embarrassing for a prince of the Fire Nation to have a non-bender as a firstborn. Lucky for you, little nigga, your mother in the Fire Sage.
Damn.
pleaded with me to give you a chance. Azula, on the other hand, never needed that kind of luck. She was born lucky. You were lucky to be born.
Damn.
This man snapped on his child at the dinner table, bruh. He basically told Zuko that he ain't shit. And you were lucky that I felt like blowing your mama's back out to make you. But it just keeps on getting worse from here, bruh. Because the next awful thing he did to Zuko was, of course, the Agni Kai. So this all started in a war meeting. So this one general came up with a plan that would have an entire division of new Fire Nation recruits be used as bait to distract the Earth Kingdom's forces so a better division could attack from the rear. Now, obviously, this plan is terrible because they're literally throwing new recruits out there to die. So Zuko spoke up and said that this plan was straight garbage and your sacrifices.
This plan was straight garbage, straight ass.
Betraying loyal soldiers of the Fire Nation. And when he said this, all the generals just stopped and looked at this nigga because Zuko spoke out of line when he wasn't supposed to. So Ozai saw this as disrespect to the general. And the only way to settle this was an Agni Kai. So Zuko thought that he was going to be dueling the general. But when Zuko turned around and saw his opponent, it wasn't the general. It was Ozai. Because Ozai thought that it was disrespectful to him because Zuko ran his mouth in his war chambers. So Zuko was pleading to his dad like, "Dad, please, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it as disrespect." But Ozai was like, "Stand and fight, Prince Zuko. Don't be a bitch. Stand up and fight for your honor." So,
Bro, I feel like it's closer than you know what I'm saying? You know, like Endeavor as a dad, like, bro, you know, like, bro, he completely discarded the other niggas as soon as he got what he wanted. Well, I'm pretty sure he discarded them as soon as they didn't give him what he wanted off birth. You feel me? And like, as soon as he did get what he wanted, he abused, beat the shit out that nigga to train him to be stronger, while also obviously casting aside the others, completely destroying the brain of his firstborn, and also beating his wife, and then breaking her brain as well.
Zuko refused to fight Ozai, and Ozai proceeded to burn half of his face off in front of a live crowd. And then after he gave Zuko his scar, he banished him and forced him to have this ugly as a bald ponytail that nobody should ever be forced to have, and told him, "Don't come back till you find the Avatar, who has been missing for over 112 years. Ozai was basically telling him, "Don't ever come back, little nigga. And the only way you're coming back is if by the grace of God you get lucky to find a little bald nigga that has been frozen for over a century." Now let's move on to Azula. Ozai made Azula.
He did break her brain. No, you're right. They both broke the brains of their children. Turned them into villains, actually.
Do all of his dirty work. This man just sat on his throne the entire series and sent his 14-year-old daughter to take over the entire Earth Kingdom while he just sat there and didn't do shit. Then he took Azula's plan for Sozin's comment that she made and straight up left her out of it. Nigga said, "You can stay here and be Fire Lord while I go burn the world." And when he left his daughter to be Fire Lord, she went off the deep end and spiraled into madness while this nigga was having the time of his life burning the entire world. Ozai, without a doubt, is one of the worst fathers of all time. The fourth Kazekage is easily the worst dad.
Oh, I was like, who the fuck is that?
In the Naruto series. And
okay, yeah, all right,
just flat out one of the worst dads in anime history. This motherfucker.
Yeah.
ain't
I see
shit.
that.
He had Gara living one of the worst childhoods of all time. Nigga had his son depressed 24/7. It made him start his emo phase at the age of 6. Like, there was no wonder Gara was a uncontrollable D1 crash out in the first part of Naruto. It's because his dad ain't shit, and he tried to make him a weapon of mass destruction as a baby. You see, Rasa did some shit. You see, the Hidden Saiyan was struggling financially. These niggas were broke, and they were in
Yeah, bro, we was eating fucking sand pies and shit.
desperate need for a weapon of mass destruction. So Rasa ended up
Needed
conceiving
power
Gara for the sole purpose of sealing the one-tailed beast inside of his unborn child, so he could make him a Jinchuriki and weaponize him. Now, since Rasa tried to seal a tailed beast inside of his unborn child, this ended up leading up to Gara's mother dying in childbirth. So off the rip, not even a day into the world, Gara was made a weapon of mass destruction and lost his mother fresh out the womb because of his father. The little nigga was set up for a life of hell, and Rasa knew this shit. I mean, Gara couldn't even sleep because Shikaku was always whispering to him, "Yeah, little nigga, fall asleep, I dare you. The moment you go night-night, I'm taking over your body and I'm blowing this bitch up. Do it, little nigga, I dare you." And of course, since he was a Jinchuriki,
Some people wanted to say Minata. Bro, what? What do you mean Minata? What? Wait, what? Okay. Okay. On some real shit, not like, I don't know, anime center shit, but think about it like logically. In the moment, sealing the fucking demon fox inside your baby is fucking crazy. And hold on, it's been a minute, but didn't he say the reason he did it is because of like a belief? Like, I believe in you. You're my son. You know what I'm saying? Of course you'd be able to handle that, right? Is that? Oh Lord. Oh Lord. Nigga, I'm not even 24 hours old, gang. Fuck you mean, bro. I'm not even 24 hours old. You could have put your trust in any fucking body. You don't even know me for real. Yo.
just like Naruto,
It was crazy. I'd say that. But in comparison to these niggas, no.
everybody in the village was scared of him and stayed away from him. And Rasa let it happen. He didn't do shit about it. He just let them ostracize his son. And bruh, he did not let Gara have fun at all. This man was the no fun police.
Like, I'm sure he definitely wouldn't have been on no Rasa shit. Like, he definitely not gonna let the people of the village shit on him or anything like and none of that would happen if, like, you know, if they survived. If they survived and, like, you know, the Nine-Tails obviously still, like, went on a rampage, killed a bunch of people and shit like that, but it got sealed in Naruto, bro. Like, he 1000% wouldn't have let that shit slide. He'd be like, hey, yo, chill the fuck out, my nigga. This is my kid. There's a difference between the fox and my kid. You know what I'm saying? He ain't letting that shit rock.
He would play outside with Temari and Kankuro, right? And they were just doing normal things. They were just building sand castles and shit and just having a blast. But then here came Mr. My Son Can't Have No Happiness. His bum ass didn't even say a word too. All he did was look at Temari and Kankuro and shake his head. No, stop playing with that nigga, even though he's your little brother. Get away from that freak. So Rasa didn't even allow Gara to play with his siblings. He just straight up neglected them and wanted them to be alone 24/7. But you see, the absolute worst thing Rasa ever did to Gara was making the only person that cared about him try to kill him. You see, Gara
that shit was, that's the one thing I
had
remember.
a great relationship with Yashimaru. He was his caretaker and also his uncle, and he deeply cared about Gara. He was the only
And we all thought that was a woman.
person that showed him any type of love in his life. So guess what this nigga Rasa did? He told Yashimaru, yo, twin, I want to test my 6-year-old son to see if he'll
That was a dude.
crash out or not. So do me a favor and go try to assassinate that little nigga. And also tell that little nigga that his mother never loved him. I want to see if he'll go berserk. And if he does, he's a failure of a Jinchuriki. So this nigga sent Gara's uncle to try to assassinate him. So when Yashimaru pulled up on Gara, he had on a mask covering up his identity. So Gara didn't know who it was. So
Just
Gara
popped his
immediately grabbed him and crushed him like a bug. So after Gaara swatted him like a fly, he went over to his body and saw that it was Yashimaru. And Gaara was sick to his stomach because he basically just murdered the only person that cared about him, and the only person that cared about him just tried to assassinate him. And with Yashimaru's last breath of life, he has to lie and tell Gaara because Rasa's watching this shit. Gaara, I was ordered to kill you by your father. And deep in my heart, I always hated you, Gaara. And you know who also hated you?
Yo, mama, nigga.
So Shikaku took over and Gaara ended up going berserk. And Rasa watching this the whole time is like, looks like the child is a failure. My son is fucking useless to me now.
Everybody dying and shit.
You dumbass nigga. Bro really expected a 6-year-old to somehow control his emotions and not go berserk after his uncle came and tried to assassinate him, then told him in his dying breath that he always hated him and his mama hated him too. Like, nigga, how did you expect anything different? The 4th Kazekage was a brain-dead idiot. And I ain't gonna lie,
That nigga was dumb, bro.
can't believe I'm about to say this, but shouts out Orochimaru for sliming this nigga out. It is the most noble deed he did in the entire series, because Rasa had to go. This motherfucker wasn't shit. Now, when it comes to who's the biggest sack of shit in One Piece, obviously
What year was his arc again?
Dragons and everything. But right under them,
It's been so long,
this
man.
motherfucker Judge. This man had Sanji living in hell, all because he was a normal human being. You see, Judge wanted all of his kids to be perfect for Jarma 66, and he went to the lengths of genetically altering his kids to the point where they would lack any type of sympathy. He wanted them to be emotionless weapons because Judge was a warmonger who terrorized the North Blue and wanted to conquer all of it to restore the German Empire to its rightful glory. Now, Sanji was the oddball of the family because he actually had emotions and was just a regular human because of his mother. Because when she was pregnant, she took a drug to try to stop the genetic mutation that Judge was trying to do to their kids. Now, this made her bedridden, and she ended up dying because of this. And it only worked for Sanji. His other 3 brothers were some emotionless
Hey,
dickheads because
kick
of
the
genetic
turtle. What the fuck?
mutation. So Judge put
Bro, I don't remember any of this, bro.
all of his kids through intense training. And during this training, Sanji always fell behind. So when Sanji was basically failing every single training exercise, Judge became disgusted with Sanji. He was so disgusted with this little nigga that he would let his other brothers beat the shit out of him.
bro.
And he wouldn't do anything about it. Sanji would cry for his dad's help. But Judge would just look at him and tell him, man, little nigga, if you don't get your ass up, quit being a crybaby and bitch. I can't believe you got my blood in you. You fucking disgrace.
Jesus,
And his brothers
bro.
continued to beat the shit out of him. They would do this.
Oh
every day,
my
and Judge would just let it
God.
happen because
The
he
sound
didn't
effects
care
don't
about Sanji.
help,
The
bruh.
only kids he cared about
sound
were
effects
his
make it
sister
so
and his brothers.
bad.
And my God, when Judge figured out that Sanji's hobby was cooking,
Isn't this
ooh,
bitch cooking,
did not
nigga?
like this shit at all. Sanji was making food for a mouse, right? And the mouse was tearing that food up. But then Judge barged in the room and just started yelling
Nigga,
at him
did I
like,
catch you having fun?
"Hey, are you cooking for them ass rats again, boy? I thought I told you to cut that weak ass shit out." So he walked over to the plate of food and threw that shit out the window, along with Mickey Mouse. He
Oh,
killed that nigga.
shit.
And he told him, don't ever cook again. And if I catch your little ass in that kitchen one more time, I'ma whoop your ass. So it got to the point that Sanji just continued to fail at everything. And Judge just decided to consider Sanji a failure. So this man did one of the worst things I've ever seen. Judge decided to fake Sanji's death, and he threw him in a dungeon and locked a
I do not remember that shit. Oh my God. Yeah.
metal helmet on his head and just locked him up forever so he never had to see him again.
Holy
and he stayed in
shit.
this cell for 6 months. And while he was in this prison cell, his brothers would go in there and just beat the crap out of him for no reason at all. They would just do this.
Fun.
So this got so brutal that
F
his
is for
sister couldn't
friends
take
that
it
do
anymore.
stuff
So she just broke
together.
him out so
U
Sanji
is
could
for
run
you
away. Now when
and
Sanji was
me.
trying to make his great escape, Judge found him trying to leave. So Sanji stood up to Judge and told him, I'm leaving, old nigga, and there's nothing
I'm
you can do to
leaving, old
stop me.
nigga.
And Judge just looked at him and said, okay, don't hit your head out the door, little nigga. I don't care what.
Nah, actually though, bro, you should have just kicked me out of the fucking kingdom.
You do. I'm gonna be real with you. But before we part ways, let me tell you this. Never tell anybody that you are my son, because you are the only stain on my legacy. So Judge let Sanji run away because he couldn't give a damn about him. And Judge didn't see Sanji again for 13 whole years. And the next time he saw him, he tried to use Sanji to marry him off to one of Big Mom's daughters. Bro didn't see his son for 13 years, and the first thing he tried to do was use him for a diplomatic marriage. And to make sure he couldn't leave, he put these handcuffs on him. And if he ever tried to take them off, he would blow his hands off so Sanji could never cook again. So after the whole case,
Some evil ass shit, bro.
arc and the Straw Hats rescue Sanji, while the Straw Hats
Bro, I swear the only thing I remember from this arc is the best. Okay, one of my favorite fights in the entire series, and the crazy thing is, it was my favorite fight for like the majority of the series, probably until like Egghead, maybe. And I remember the Sanji and Luffy scene. Yeah.
relieve it. Judge saw Sanji on the Sunny, and the last thing he wanted Sanji to hear before he left was,
Oh, also my nigga Brook versus Big Mom. My boy Brook was cooking.
Sanji, I just want you to know something before you leave. You still ain't shit, and you'll never be shit. Not gonna lie, gang, if your pops was talking to you like this after years of abuse and neglectment, ain't gonna lie, you might have to slime that nigga, because that's insane. Judge rightfully earned his reputation as one of the worst fathers in anime.
How is this nigga not like last though? Like genuinely, how is he not last?
Oh boy, oh boy. Ladies,
like you can't make a list without this
reached
nigga.
The final father.
I feel like he's like he's genuinely the one that has to be on everybody's list.
We will be covering today, and this motherfucker Shou Tucker is arguably the top one worst father in anime history. In my personal opinion, he's the worst. Now, if you've never seen Full Metal Alchemist and you don't know who this nigga is, I'm warning you right now.
Like Yujido, not for sure. Like he up there. 1,000,000%. But I ain't gonna lie, doing this shit though, this shit was crazy. Like it's literally crazy. Like
this shit is about to get dark. So Shou Tucker was a state alchemist that was known for his work about chimeras. And Shou famously got his state alchemist license for making a chimera that could speak the human language. And he did this 2 years ago. So when we first meet Shou, he just looks like an average run-of-the-mill middle-aged dad.
Yeah, Buddy was trying to get back to his glory days and shit.
As we can see clearly from his hairline, because that shit's receding like a motherfucker. But Shou had a daughter named Nina and a dog named Alexander. And they looked like a pretty happy family.
What is that
Now, the
picture,
house
yo?
was nasty as hell. The dishes look like they ain't been washed in a week, and the shelves look like they haven't been dusted in ages. And Shou says the reason why the house is like this is because his wife left him and his daughter, and she left them 2 years ago. So after Ed and Al met Shou the first day, when they were leaving, Shou was informed that assessment day was coming up. And assessment day is an evaluation to see if you can keep your state alchemist license or not. And last assessment day, Shou laid an egg. That nigga failed. So this next one coming up was make or break for Shou. Because if he did ass on this next test, he would lose his state alchemist license. So the next day Ed and Al came over, they came and played with Nina and Alexander. Cause Nina was sad because her dad was locked up in the lab the whole day. Cause he was contemplating what could he possibly do to pass the next evaluation day and not get fired. So Shou came up with one of the most sick, vile, disgusting, disturbing ideas ever. When Ed and Al left on the second day, this
Like, there was dead ass multiple. There was so many other options though. Like,
nigga told Nina, "Hey Nina, I've got a great idea. Do you want to play with Daddy tomorrow?" And of course Nina was happy because she was finally gonna get time to spend time with her dad. But this was not gonna be fun father-daughter time like Nina thought she was about to have. Because the time she was about to spend with her father was about to change her life forever. So Ed and Al come back on the third day. So when they first came in the house, nobody was there to greet them. So they decided to look around to see if they could find anybody. So they went down to the laboratory and they found Shou in there with some type of creature. So Shou greets them and tells them, "Boys, I've finally done it. I've made a chimera that can speak and understand the human language." So at first, Ed and Al were happy for him because this looked like the scientific breakthrough that Shou needed to pass evaluation day. So Shou told the chimera to introduce yourself to Ed. So the chimera started speaking to Ed, saying, "That person, Edward. That person, Edward." And then the last thing the chimera says made niggas sick to their stomach. It said, "Big brother Ed." And look at Shou. Look at how he is
Look how that nigga posted, bro.
standing. Bro doesn't even look human right here. I'm gonna be so real. So then to
He's
make
not
sure
human,
Ed
bro.
wasn't tripping, he asked Shou, "When did you get your state alchemist license?" And Shou says, 2 years ago. Then Ed asked him another question. "When did your wife leave?" And Shou states, let's see. That was about 2 years ago as well. So then Ed asked him one final question. He asked, "Where the fuck are Nina and Alexander?" And he tells him, "Oh, can't you tell? They're in this room with us right now." Oh my goodness!
I don't know how the fuck that nigga didn't get killed right then and there, bro. But hey, W Scar.
And it all clicked from there. This nigga made Nina and Alexander do the fusion dance and turned them into motherfucking dog niggas.
Oh my god, bro.
And guess what? The wife? Yeah, she ain't leave, nigga. Shou turned her into a chimera 2 years ago. That's how we got a state alchemist license. So Ed slammed Shou on the wall. And Shou didn't even feel bad about it. This crazy bastard was all smiles and was just saying, "Oh, this is just human evolution. This is progress." So Ed starts beating this nigga's ass. He
To death,
punched Bro
bruh.
for
Should've
about
been to
30
dead,
seconds
bruh.
straight, and he was going to kill him. And I ain't gonna lie, he should have killed the nigga
Shoulda
right
killed
here.
him, bruh.
But Al stopped him because Nina Xander was still watching him the whole time.
Nina Zan. Why did you have to say that?
And she was telling him, "Big brother Ed, why are you beating up Daddy?" So Ed
Jesus.
stopped because it was just too much, bro. And this pathetic bastard Shou was so delusional after getting his ass whooped. Bro was saying, "I did it. I made it in time to keep my alchemist license." Dude didn't even care about his daughter or the sick ass shit that he just did. All he cared about was keeping his status as a state alchemist. So obviously they arrest this sick ass nigga and put his bitch ass on house arrest. And while he was locked up in his house, Scar
W Scar, bro. Realest nigga in the show.
broke in. So he walked up to Shou and did what needed to be done. He gripped this ugly ass nigga by the face and electrocuted him, sending his ass to the bottomless pits of hell. And then after he boomed Shou, Scar just decided the best thing for Nina was to just put out her misery. So he kills the fusion of Nina Xander. So yeah, man, this man Shou was a sick nigga. He turned his wife into a chimera, then made his daughter and the dog do the fusion dance. Like, there was a reason this man is universally agreed upon as the worst father in anime history.
Not even a dad anymore, bro. Like
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was a showcase.
every time she says she want to cross. What? Just joined, but I remember the time I told my mom about this, and now every time she says she want to cosplay it. Hey, we might need to check up on my Dukes. I ain't gonna lie. What's up? What the fuck?
Of some of the worst dads in anime history. And if you're wondering, but CJ, what about all these other horrible dads in anime history? And if you're wondering,
I'm saying, bro. I mean, the list is big, bro.
but CJ, what about all these other horrible, deadbeat, sick-ass niggas? Don't worry, I got you. I got a whole nother 6-man lineup ready to fire off. So if y'all down, we'll run this
Oh, there he is.
back after like the next trial or something. But with that being said, hope y'all enjoyed. And for all my dads and future dads out there, keep doing what you doing and don't be like these niggas.
W video. Let me know down in the comments, out of these on this list, who is the worst anime dad? Yo, 1,000,000% putting Yuji over Ging. Wait, what the fuck? 1,000,000%. Like, I mean, I get it. Like I'm putting Yuji over Ging. I'm putting Yuji over Ozai. I'm putting over Endeavor. 1,000%.